Good morning, welcome to Elvis Sunday. 7 days have passed, so let's do this again. A few weeks back we listened to a song called I Miss You from the album Raised on Rock. A number of you then asked for the actual song Raised on Rock. I haven't heard this one before, I haven't heard any of this album I think. It was recorded I think towards the end of July, 26th of July, something like that, 1973. But from what some of you have said, this is quite a stomper, quite a song. So keen to have a look. We are going to take a look at the original studio version first, and then we have a recording of apparently the only time he ever performed it live, which according to the video description was only a couple of weeks later, August the 6th, 1973. So as always, very keen to take a look at them both, intrigued to hear what sort of differences there are between each version. But yeah, let's just do this. Leave a like on this video if you can, really helps out the channel. But here we go, Elvis, Raised on Rock. This feels a very different sound already.
I remember as a child I used to hear music that they played, Lord, with a feel. Some call it folk, some call it soul, but people, let me tell you, it was rock and roll. Well, I was raised on rock, got that rhythm in my soul. Every day when I get home, I turned on my radio.
Backing vocals as well.
Listening to the music that my idols made, I knew every single record the DJs played. From Honky Tonk to Hound Dog to Johnny B. Good, Chain Gang, Love is Strange, now go. I was raised on rock, got that rhythm in my soul. I was born to love the beat, all the things called rock and roll. Thought it was a fad, thought it would pass, but the younger generation knew it would last. Time's gone by, the beat goes on,
sound,
and every time I hear it, Lord, it takes me home. I was raised on rock, got the rhythm in my soul. Every day when I come home, I turn on the radio. Mother played recordings of Beethoven's Fifth, Mozart's sonatas down the
soprano in the background.
My papa loved to listen to those country songs while I was in the back room rocking on. I was raised on rock, got that rhythm in my soul. I was born to love the beat, I would think of rock and roll. I was raised on rock, got that rhythm in my soul. I was born to love the beat, I would think of rock and roll.
That feels unlike anything I've ever heard from him before. It's just a really different sound to what I've been used to. It is kind of like a rock, but also like a blues, rhythm and blues kind of vibe to it as well. And if you take a step back and analyse it, it feels like a very simple song. It's kind of quite a straight line from A to B in terms of the verse, chorus, but without even ever having heard it before, it just feels like, I have a suspicion it's probably like an underrated classic, and I think there's probably a lot of love out there for it, but never heard of it before. I'd only heard of this album, a few weeks ago when I was asked to do another song from it, and so this feels like a whole different era to anything that I've been listening to, watching on this channel so far. So that's quite exciting. It feels very early 70s. You could almost imagine that song. I don't know, it always reminds me. It kind of reminds me of who sang the theme tune? It was a country singer, I think, who sang the theme tune to the film The Cannonball Run, and it kind of I can't remember his name, but it feels very much that sort of vibe. I said rhythm and blues earlier, didn't I? But it's kind of like a country rock. It's crossing everything, I think. But it's exciting to hear, and the backing singer or singers just adding that extra support, and then at the end there's this soprano voice that comes in, which again feels very different to anything we've heard, or I've heard, sorry, in any of these Elvis reactions and kind of my listening journey through his back catalogue. Don't think I've heard a soprano voice like that come in, and it's given it a whole different sort of vibe, different lift. Really good, really good. I'm curious now how the live version pans out. It's 2 weeks later. Whether we're going to get that same soprano voice is going to be present there, or it's something more sort of grounded and he's kind of trying it out for the audience. I know it's a medley alongside Trouble, which plays first, I think, according to the video description. So yeah, excited to hear what this is going to be like now. So let's just jump straight in. This one's been posted on the Ultimate Elvis channel, which is really good for a lot of hidden gems and the hidden performances, and he does a lot of complete run-throughs of songs where he'll do every version all one after the other, or like all the alternate takes all in one. So it's a great channel to look through. I've used it a few times before when doing these videos in terms of like looking for performances that I might not normally find. So I will leave the link for this video as always in the video description down below, so do check that channel out. So, Trouble first time performed live.
Living with trouble, living with my face. I was born standing up and talking back. My daddy was a green-eyed man who was a jack because of me.
We're going to go into it now. Oh no.
Never looked for trouble, but I never ran. I don't think no waters, no diamond. Only made out, flesh, blood, bone. You're gonna start a rumble, don't you start it all alone, because I'm evil. I'm in the same misery.
Guitar solo, I don't think I've heard that before in previous versions. You probably won't. Always a classic. Oh, here we go. The only known live version of Raised on Rock. I love that build in the chorus. Only the second time I've heard the song and I'm singing along already. The magic. Soprano's still there. Love it.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here. Hope you enjoy the show. I forgot all the words of the song, but other than that, love me. Not literally, but I mean the song.
I'm sure they do love him. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. Again, it's that thing of, it said on the video there, the only known live recording of that song. So whether it's the only time he did ever actually play it live, or the only time it's ever been captured, I don't know. So again, I've said previously on these videos that you get these hidden gems where, you know, we get some of the rehearsal footage that somebody just happened to be pointing at a camera at that, you know, at that moment. Or there was, I can't remember what the song was, we did a few months back, where it was just Elvis at a piano one night and somebody just be happening to press record, and it was amazing. So to have something like that, like a live version that we, again, unless you were there, you probably weren't meant to hear, or you wouldn't have been able to hear. It's a real treat, and it's yeah, wow, awesome. But the song's great. The song's great. It feels, in some ways, it feels quite understated, but at the same time, it's kind of full of pomp and energy as well. And like I said, it does just feel like it's possible that it's an underrated classic, that it's probably held in quite high regard by some more than others, I think. But yeah, really good. Really enjoyed that. Did you? What did you think? Let me know. Leave those comments down below. Also, if you did like this video, please show me you did. Hit that thumbs up button. Really helps out the channel. Really appreciated. Tap subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. If you are, thank you so much for being on board already. But we'll leave it there. 7 days time, we'll do this all again. Thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.